Hi, my name is Barbro Ask-Uppmark and this is Christine Schneider and Luke the Dressage Simulator, and welcome to Always a Good Ride. I want to introduce you to the Dressage Simulator and all the benefits of riding and training with one, and how you can incorporate the training with the simulator in your daily training program, either as a trainer or as a rider. We're going to do a series of videos, instruction videos with Luke here and Christine, and show you first of all everything Luke can do and how you can use it, and also what the most common problems are with riders that comes here to have lessons and how we fix those things. Luke can do everything from beginner to FEI to Grand Prix, and it's really awesome because we can practice all the basics, of course, how to sit the trot, how to sit the canter, connection, and also all the movements, up to one-time tempies and pirouettes, as well as riding straight on the center line. I will show you all the different programs we have and how we use them. And the first one here is the instruction screen, and that shows all the sensors and how Luke is connected to the screen. So we're going to ask Christine here to start off to walk, and we're going to see that she uses her legs on the two first sensors, and Luke is very sensitive. He starts to move right away, and he stays in this position, in this speed, until she tells him differently. A lot of riders come here, they don't have the leg awareness and the body awareness really that they should. So with Luke we can refine the aids and get the rider to really know exactly when, where and how much they are using their legs or their hands. So as you can see, Luke has sensors everywhere. He has sensors over the neck here, so if the rider is losing connection, his neck starts to go sideways, or his head is going sideways, or if the rider is pulling on him, he stops, like that. And that also happens quite frequently. He can pick up the canter from walk, for instance. We can ask Christine to pick up the left canter. She's doing that with her aids, as you could see, left leg on 1 and right leg on 3. And he can do also flying changes all the way to the one-time tempies, like I said. It looks very easy when Christine rides because she is a very good rider. She has been training here with me and Luke for over a year, and she's now going to show you a little bit what happens when you lose connection and how you can be aware of what is happening when you ride and how we can fix that with Luke. So what I do when I have a rider having a problem with the connection is that I can actually help the rider here and tell her how to use her elbows and how to use her fingers. So I show her how to get the horse straight by giving her the feeling with my hands through her hands, which of course would be impossible on a real horse. Luke is also good in taking half halts and to learn, the rider learns how to time the half halts exactly right at the right moment. So we're going to talk about all this on the coming videos. We're going to show you also the different screens that we have. The auto training is a wonderful feature that we have, and that I do with all the new riders that comes here. They first do the auto training, which means that Luke actually goes by himself for 1 minute. He goes walk, trot, left canter, right canter. The sensors are reading everything that is happening during this minute, and all the rider needs to do is to keep Luke straight. And that can sound very easy, but we're going to see now, we're going to ask Christine to ride, and try to ride a little bit like you used to do, not be steady in the contact, and a little bit like we see that riders are doing here, so we can give a picture of what it can look like. So we're going to start Luke here, and he is doing his thing. And I'm just gonna comment on it. As you can see, the rein sensor is in walk now, is moving the head back and forth a little bit. Ideally it would be straight. The legs are coming on, off and on, which should not be on at all, of course, when the horse is going by himself. Now when he trots, it shows a blue line. It shows that the connection is unsteady and that the seat is moving in back and forth in the saddle here and a little bit sideways as well. So we're going to ask Christine now to straighten him up and then try to ride him as good as she can. And as you can see, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to get him absolutely straight. So I will have her to bend her left elbow a little bit more and get a better connection on the left rein. So now the test was done. What I do then is that I talk about it first with the rider. We discuss this. And as you can see here, for instance, this is the trot, forward and back motion in the saddle. So here the seat was going a little bit back and forth. In the canter it moved behind a little bit, and in the right canter it was really, really good. And that is also when I asked Christine to ride like she rides now, and then we can see that she is absolutely balanced in the saddle, both left and right motion as well as forward and back. She slided out there to the right a little bit in the trot, and in the left canter it was also a little wobble. So this is very valuable for the rider to bring to her trainer and show what she is doing when she rides, because it's not always visible. And even here it could be hard to say that one leg is on all the time unless Luke had that sensor that showed it on the screen. So then once the rider have all this down, everything works. I have helped the rider with how to sit. I can be here and correct the rider, pushing them down, holding them, helping them with their elbows, and correct the seat. So we have a nice balanced seat. We go to the arena ride, which is very interesting, because once the rider is doing everything nicely on the instruction screen, we go into the arena and all of a sudden a lot of things changes. It comes out just like it is when the rider is riding their own horse. So we're going to ask Christine to, you can just trot off, and we're going to go into the ring. The program here is that we have two different arenas. This is a 2060 where we can practice all the movements. And there's also a trail around the whole property where less experienced riders could ride. If I have a child, for instance, that has never cantered, they can canter out on the trail with Luke, totally safe. So we're going to see now is, of course, on the screen here with his two ears. So everything Christine now is doing is going to affect these two ears here. We can still see her legs up here. We can see when she loses connection, and we can see exactly how her seat is doing. So everything is still registered by the sensors. As you can see, she's trotting absolutely straight up the center line, and that looks very easily done, but it's not the case. And often when riders come here, they do this. They gear off from the center line, and they try to get back. They start to push with the leg instead of using their elbows and their seat. So these are things that we're going to discuss and talk about in the coming videos, and I hope that you will join us and that you will follow and enjoy this as much as we do. And I want also, before we finish, to introduce you to Christine. And let's hear from Christine why she came here and what she has achieved by riding Luke.
I came because I wanted things to be easier on my horse. I wanted to take myself out of the equation to know that I was doing what was best for my horse and I wasn't unbalanced. I thought this was wonderful because it helped me break down every part of my body that was riding. What my legs were doing, what my seat was doing, and what my hands were doing. What was crucial was that Barbro could come up, and I didn't realize, but I was left side dominant. I always wanted to go to the left, and so my right elbow connection was lacking. Barbro was able to come up, put her hand in my elbow, and help me fix that. It was wonderful. I also liked that we could break down the aids. When I was trying to learn flying changes, it's very hard on a horse to know when they're in the moment of suspension. On Luke, you can see it and you can feel it, and Barbro can say, now, 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 and then that's when I would know to use my legs. I also loved that sometimes I would use my legs without a purpose. On a horse, we always want to use our aids and ask for something and get something. If I'm constantly using my legs that I'm not aware of, the horse doesn't know what I'm asking for. With Luke, I was able to say, okay, now I'm using my legs and this is why I'm using my legs. And I found Luke and Barbro to improve my riding greatly.
Thank you, Christine, and we hope to see you again soon. And the next follow-up video, we will talk a little bit about sitting the trot and how to sit the canter. And we're going to take it from there. So see you soon. Thank you.